Good evening, everyone, or good morning, or whatever time you're listening to us, and welcome to the Quiver Podcast. Today, I'm joined by our very special guest. His name is Perty. Say hi, Perty.
Hello, hi.
Oh, guest panel. Alam mo naman kami, di kami magaling sa volleyball. Marunong kami sa basketball, and marunong kami sa football. But volleyball, we need some help. So, Perty, thank you so much for joining us in today's episode. I'm also joined tonight by Brian. So,
Hi
what we
everyone.
Yeah, so what Brian and I can talk about is how bad Manchester United is doing. We can talk a little bit also about how how, how good how the lady spikers. So today we lost a, I would say, heartbreaking game against UST, and there's a lot of things we can talk about in this game. If you watched our predictions, we knew at the start of the season it was gonna be our hardest game because Brian's point was that we've lost four straight against UST. I unfortunately predicted na we're gonna go for two losses against UST because we've always had a hard time with them. But we brought them toe to toe. Like we almost won the game multiple times. But maybe I'll pass it on to Perty for a while. What worked for us in this game? So, tell me, Perty, like
Yeah, so
it's been a roller coaster season. So can you tell us what you think is happening?
in the recent years kasi, the reason why one of the biggest reasons why LaSalle couldn't overcome UST is because of in layman's term, the pacheck balls. So these are times when the blocking is not very established, and that's an opportunity for the attacking team to score a point, diba? Tumatalsik. So that's been the key factor of their wins, especially last season. UST is a very quick team. They're very fast. They've because they've been popularly called Mini Miss U, Mini Miss UST. Their strategy is to do fast plays all the time. So that has been one of the reasons talaga. And of course, they're not just fast in attacking; they're also fast in defense, diba? Floor defense. Arguably one of the seasons or the previous seasons best libero, even arguably this season. See that Pepito is also their captain, diba? So good defense, quick plays. That's been the key in defeating the Lady Spikers ever since. But going to what worked this time is exactly what they've been lacking for the past seasons, diba? Um, there are a lot of instances where the blocking was very well established. In fact, a lot of block points for our middle spikers. Reterta, the open spiker, also had some blocks, diba? So the establishing of blocking was very good. That worked well. Another that worked well is their floor defense, especially in the back row area. Kasi UST would always spike long, spike it's if they spike short, it's gonna be powerful, tatalsik sa likod. And then some of them spike long. So back row defense is very important. And that worked for them, especially in sets 2 and 3. Yeah, so improved blocking, improved timing, improved floor defense, especially in the back row area. That worked very well. But the most significant, I think, and a lot of people will agree with me, is that we saw the old Angel Canino performance again tonight, diba? So, ako personally, I'm not very disappointed or not really that heartbroken because I've been like a lot of fans, a lot of people have been waiting for to see the old Angel back again, the one she's jumping higher, spiking harder, receiving better, digging better, 'di ba? Triple double siya. Yan yung Angel na kilala natin. And since the for the first two games we didn't see that, 'di ba? But now it's back. She's back, 'di ba? She's back to her old form, even better than before. So what's exciting would be, all of these things coming together, like Shivana having a very good day. Imagine Shivana and Angel having a very good day, plus more trust from the middle spikers by the setter Micol. That would be the perfect formula.
Yeah, I do agree with you there, Bertie. No, na parang just taking a look at the stat sheet. I mean, if you didn't watch the game, saying I didn't watch the game, I did watch the game. But if you didn't watch the game and you look at the stats, parang it's like, whoa, Angel did 25 points. Like, where was that in the first two games, di ba? No, so parang that gets you excited as a Lasal fan. Eh. So
Mhm.
ikaw Brian, what else do you think worked for us here?
I think nagkaroon ng ano ng opportunity for Nicole to really be more creative in her sets, involving as many players as possible. Although siguro may fatigue factor na sa decision making niya kaya nung dulo, I think we saw more of Angel na rather than spread out. But I guess she stuck to her guns na tipong Angel was in good form. So parang why not go to her, 'di ba? Parang I guess that's what happened. But apart from that, I can see na may fight yung team. The way they responded after that pangit na first set, kita mo na it didn't really matter to them. They fought their way back. Winnable game, which is siguro kung meron heartbreaking aspect nung game dahil talo. Pero yung fight and yung determination and yung desire to win for Lasal, it's there. And so I guess that's what I will single out the praise to the team.
All right. So thanks for that, Brian. Now I want to go on to the next one. Is what worked against us. Now I'm a little bit careful here kasi Lasal has always been an error-prone team. Eh. Alam mo yon, our errors have always been historically high. Historically, nag-champion tayo despite the errors. So let's try to get away from the error conversation a little bit. But we siguro start with Purdy. Like what worked against us this time?
Um, a lot of factors, no, but I guess the majority things that worked against us was, um, this UST team is not very hungry to win. Coming from the FEU loss, wherein they just won one set, they're very hungry today. Another one was that Angeline Poyos was just really on fire. You know, she is extraordinary. Of course, she's rookie of the year, no. Pero she was really extraordinary today because a lot of a lot of her a lot of her decisions didn't only involve spiking strongly, but also a lot of utak plays, a lot of smart plays. And another is, of course, one of their seniors also, Regine Horado. Regine Horado kasi, she's just, timid, quiet, pero she's really very smart. There are a lot of plays, even in the final set, there are a lot of plays where she would be the main attacker for a play, pero she would choose not to spike it, but to drop it because she's confident and she's studied where the lady spikers are not covering. So, yun, I guess those are the things that work against us. Also, um, the lady spikers were very good at back row floor defense during the second and third sets. But towards the fourth and fifth sets, you could see them being more inconsistent na when it comes to back row floor defense. So those are the things that that cost us this game.
Okay, how about you, Brian? Like what ikaw, anything else you want to add to that?
We mentioned yung first set kanina. It was ugly, 25-12. I think grand scheme of things, it's still a set drop. So we can say na if had we won that set, it could have been a straight set, diba? I mean, madali na sabihin now. Pero ibig sabihin, I guess that's something that you cannot afford to do against teams that you have to beat. Yung tipong, ano siya eh, can't afford to have those starts. Kasi you're going to put yourself in a hole na okay, nanalo ka nga two sets after that horrible first set. Pero kung naipanalo mo din yung set na yun, edi sana you're done for the day. So parang leave nothing to chance, I guess. Yeah, they have to adopt that mentality. Then yeah, I will put in this dyan, marami ng errors nagbanggit. I think Party, I think, 'di ba, kahit yung mga nag-champion na DLSU teams before, prone din to making these kinds of errors. So, I would like to say na hindi na siya ganun kalaking factor on a micro basis. Parang it's always there. Siguro ang problema is yung killer instinct siguro. For me, yun, lalo na nung fourth set, we can also say that na tipong dahil nakaraos ka ng two sets against UST but you allowed them to force a fifth set, hindi ka naging clinical, hindi ka naging sharp on your attacks. Meron mga alanganin that allowed UST to take advantage. Then yung errors, which sinabi na natin, part yan, UST also makes them. So, siguro doon, parang we kind of stepped off the gas a bit and then UST is a team na hindi kaya na, hindi tayo pwede maging ganun lang sa kanila. I guess against Adamson or UE or some other teams, maybe. But NU UST, you really have to make your chances count. Parang that's how I see how it happened kanina.
Okay. Now, all right, let's zoom out a little bit to this game, right? Quick zoom out. Like, we talked about a little bit earlier, like about our predictions, and I unfortunately did say nga na potentially that we would lose this game. Grand scheme of things, where are we? We lost to the two finalists last year. We're 1-2. It's a bit of a strange position, but Purdy, do you feel a little bit optimistic despite all of this? I personally feel optimistic, but how about you guys? Maybe I'll start with you, Purdy.
Me?
Yeah, ikaw. How do you feel about this?
I'm not bothered at all. I can confidently say that we are in a very good position because historically, for all teams, round one is just a warm up. Everything gets serious when it goes to round two. And the fact that we performed this well against UST on round one, diba? There's so much more time. The lady spikers will get it more. Nicole will get more experience as she'll be very solidified come round two. And then people were waiting for Angel to get back to her original attacking form. It's back as early as game 3, 'di ba? I know people are just gonna wish that Shabana and Angel, become wake up, sabi nga nila, maganda gising nilang dalawa. And that's definitely gonna happen come round two. So for me, I'm confident that we can make it to the finals.
All right, and now Brian, if I just wanted to check, how do we stack up among the field here? For given what Purdy said, like I know we said in the last episode that the season starts um, after the NU game, but maybe it really starts now. What do you think, Brian?
Okay, I'm curious how Perty will react to what I say. Kasi una, syempre, maaga pa. Buti hindi pa Final Four now kasi right now we're out of the picture. Pero if we're just gonna look at the performance beyond the results, it actually evokes more confidence nga going into the other games. Provided they play the same way. Kasi syempre kung may drop off, kung magda-drop off sila against teams that they will think na mas madali, then syempre you have to respect your opponents din. Yung tipong they have to think now na kahit hindi UST or NU kalaban nila, they have to play to a standard. Kasi pag nag-drop off yan, then you will see teams like Ateneo, UP, UE, FEU, gaganahan sila kalabanin yung Lasal team na hindi ganyan ka pulido. But if they really played how they played against this UST team, I think maybe only NU or the number of errors they commit yung reason kung bakit natatalo sila. Even if, I mean, marami pa kasing kailangan i-improve. So, hindi pa yan yung peak. So, I would say right now, we can still say we're the number 3 team kasi only 2 teams have been above us so far. Yeah, 1-2 doesn't look good on paper, but the performance as well, we have to put that into heart. And I think that's also what some of the fans are saying online, na tipong kahit talo, hindi ka panghihinayangan na sa performance. Siguro sa result lang. Parang mas maganda syempre tignan 2-1. Let's not deny that. Pero 1-2, but still, ibig sabihin that only allows the players also to think that we don't want to lose this much this season. So, we must work harder and magkakaroon ng improvement. And then, pag nag-improve sila, based on what we saw kanina, then it should only trend upward.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Now, let's go for muna for our Diretsuhan Blue Fire hot take. One of our sponsors today is Blue Fire LPG, the only blue that's right for you, the only blue we trust, and that's the only blue we recognize. And I'm gonna stop there already before I say something about another school. Pero, pero yeah, Blue Fire LPG for any of your LPG needs. Please consider Blue Fire, especially the one in the Pasig area. Okay, for our Blue Fire hot take for today, what makes it so tough to beat this UST team that we last beat in season 85? I know I talked about this. I had the feeling we'd lose twice against UST. Nahirapan tayo. But now that Bertie is here, who is a volleyball expert, unlike me and Brian, bakit ba tayo nahihirapan dito sa UST? Maybe can you validate what we are seeing?
Okay, the reason, kung mapapansin nyo, the casting of this UST squad, they they are very gritty since their first year, right? What was the first year? What was the performance of UST during the first year of Det Pepito? Where were they? They were very high. They started very high, and then you add to this lineup an Angeline Poyos, ang Ge Poyos, So it's a mixture of both skill, and grit and championship experience, and their ability to survive under pressure. It's been there for years for each of these players. Comparing them with the lineup of the LSU, diba? They're bigger. That does not necessarily mean that they're better at floor defense, diba? That would actually take much effort if you're that tall, much effort to do floor defense. And with two rookies who don't have as much UAAP championship or championship experience as the opposing team, diba? Who are the only people in the lineup like what we saw earlier? It's Angel Canino, it's Shavana Laput, and then the rest would be, Nicole, Reterta. Both of them are rookies, 'di ba? Comparing to the other team na ang haba na ng experience nila. So that's the reason why they're fast, they're gritty, tapos they're very talented also.
Well, I
Okay.
want to have a question pala. I want to have a question kay Bertie. Having said all of that, do you think next encounter we finally break the streak? Like, we will put you on the spot, pero syempre, context na eh. So,
Oh,
and what would be the key?
round 2,
Yeah, for round 2.
my
What would be the
prediction
key?
round 2, DLSU versus USD,
Yeah, to put you on the spot lang.
Lasal, 4 sets.
And what would be the key for that to happen? Like, ano
The
dapat
key for
mangyari?
that to happen is uh, the kind of floor defense that we saw within LaSalle versus Adamson. added with Angel's performance today. With Adamson, they were almost flawless with floor defense. Ang lalayo ng bola ni Tura, kuha nila. But he didn't have that extra aswang angel kanino during that game. So put that and the angel together, that would be the keys.
All right. So thanks for that, Bertie. Now, before we go into the next segment, we just want to remind everybody about our other sponsor, which is Ibarra Watches, right? So the thing is with Ibarra, and I need to keep reminding people here, is that the moment we reach 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna give away a free watch. So please, please subscribe. Kasi iniintay na lang talaga namin mag 1,000 subs so that we can give away a free watch. Ibarra has been saying, uy, ano, Quiver, ba't di pa kayo nag 1,000? So now we're gonna try. So please subscribe to our channel. Now with Ibarra, there's a Trofeo Green watch. It's a premium quartz dress watch that blends time, elegance, and contemporary style. It's exclusively available at the DLSAA office, and part of every purchase goes to the DLSAA scholarship fund to support our student athletes. So you can either buy it there, go to Taft, the DLSA office, and buy it there, or you can press the subscribe button and you get a chance to win. Okay, di ba? So you just press the button na lang. I think that's a little bit easier for all of us. Now, Brian, I think can we asked a question on our socials. So maybe Brian, you can go through some of this and let's maybe spend some time talking about it. Brian?
Sige. I'll read one first from uh someone close to one of us, si Paula Puri, friend, sister ni Pam, our producer. Sabi niya, consistency is the key. Good game plus the fact na may set sa middle. Big improvement din sa blocking. I think Perty already said that and he would agree, I guess, to the observation. And then ang sabi naman ni G Chris 71, almost but not quite. Somehow I am not worried. Still in Coach Ramil De Jesus we trust. Do you see the same din naman, di ba, Perty?
Mm-hmm.
Like Coach Ramil, hindi
Guys,
naman
this is the
Royal Trust.
person that cracked the champion NU team. What more can I say about him?
Ayan. And then other comments from our Facebook status. Sabi ni Francis Pasigan, errors and variety of sets must involve lalo ang mga medals. Painitin na lang medals sa simula, then let our wing spikers continue. Saka floor defense pa rin maraming kailangan ayusin. Pero still a good fight. Bawi tayo sa Sunday. And then the last one is from CLNA or Donya. Sabi niya, nawala yung place natin sa middle sa fifth set. Hindi nabigyan sina Provido at Del Castillo. So anything you might want to add to that, Purdy?
Yeah. Actually, that was what I was saying din kanina eh. Comparing the two setters, two major things, no? A fifth set match, you have to be very experienced to still go to strategic plays during the fifth set. And that's what Cassie Carvalho has. Diba? Nakailan na siya niyan ng mga gritty five-setters. That's why you still see strategic plays from her during the fifth set. Now, for a rookie that has just started uh, gaining confidence in setting to the middles this game, you couldn't expect naman her to be perfect until the fifth set, diba? So that's a whole different aspect, diba? Being able to confidently, it's just one step at a time. And who knows, diba? If another fifth setter will come closely. Kung ganito niya nga kabilis na bigyan ng confidence yung middle sa third game pa lang, fourth game, fifth game, confident na yan na mag-strategic plays sa fifth set. It just takes time, but this Lasal squad is adjusting very fast.
Yeah, so if I'm all to ask supplementary question doon, tipong ano no, um, si Nicole, first five-setter pa lang niya, pero she held her own almost against Cassie already. So moving forward to the remaining games of the season, she can only get better. And by
Yeah.
through exposure, 'di ba? Through exposure, mas naamoy na rin niya yung atake ng mga kakampi niya. Like they can also get in sync na better fluid yung attacks. So parang kahit talo, that's what we can take, no? Yung tipong it's building towards the more important games. Like this is still within margin of error, you can say. Tama ba? Like, is that how you see it?
Yeah. And may mom passed.
Go lang.
Anyway, uh yeah, one of the key factors, one of the best things I like about this batch is that they strive talaga. They work really hard. Obviously, as fans, as people with experience with volleyball, we always know what they should improve on after every game. And we immediately see it. 'Di ba? Winish natin na bumalik yung dating Angel, transitioning from uh, just a regular first six spiker to a captain. Winish natin na bumalik yung dati, nangyari na. Winish natin na mag-activate ng middles, nangyari na. And it's just game 3. So that's one of the reasons why I'm so confident with this team. In just a very short period of time, they get to show, what they need to improve on. So, yeah.
Okay, uunahan ko lang si Gio konti towards our next segment of the show. So, tatanong ko lang si Ferdy. Yung starting six kanina, same starting six pa rin against UP, no? Dapat.
UP?
O may papalitan against
May
UP. Kasi
papalitan
diba,
ako.
may papalitan. Pero hindi lahat. Hindi lahat yung papalit mo. Hindi ka
Isa lang
magka-coach Bok.
siguro.
Hindi ka magka-coach Bok and change everyone.
Oh, no. No, no.
Okay, Gio, inunahan kita, but I guess you can set this next segment properly.
No. Let him continue. This is juicy. This is juicy. Let him continue.
Okay, so sino yung papalit mo pala? If you
Nag-go
were...
lang ako eh. Grabe kayo ah. It's like you wanna squeeze something out of me ha.
Hindi naman.
No, I'm
It's
just
super
gonna... The strategy kasi why Shane Reterta was there is because of defense. Both floor and of
Net.
course maganda rin ang blockings niya. Nakita kasi sa Shakey's feeling na mabilis talaga siya. Mabilis siya sa digging, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would swap her out for the UP game. I would swap her out with Alea Malalua because Alea has been performing like her peak form, di ba, lately. So she's very good also in floor defense. And then she's very fast also, and she's good at blocking also. And then her balls are very strategic. So for me lang, the reason why I would swap her out with Roterta is because experience-wise also, this Alea Malaluan has also already been seen as a top scorer of the LaSalle team when she was a rookie. Diba? And now that we're seeing her back in her peak form, that's gonna be very exciting to watch also. And a lot of fans are just like me na we're so excited when we saw her performance against Adamson. Diba? She was like the magic bunot. Pero, people are even arguing if Angel Canino should be the POG for that game because I watched live and she was so good at all skills. So that's what I'm gonna do, but the rest will remain the same.
I want to. I just want to be clear that the reason why I'm asking Bertie to explain this further is because pagdating sa basketball, kami ni Brian, we can say, sige, wag muna let's not start Kolyena, let's start, Makalalag instead.
Yeah, yeah,
Sa
yeah.
volleyball, wala kaming alam eh. So, I'm just asking Bertie kasi, like, we're not denying naman that eh.
Eh,
So, that's my
and
expertise. Expertise dito eh. Bihira tayo may expert dito.
yeah,
Okay.
and also I asked it kasi yun nga, that's the next opponent UP where they infamously played a different starting six and then got the loss against Ateneo. So parang I was trying to poke fun na we're not gonna put all of a sudden unfamiliar people at the starting six sa game, diba? Parang I think
That
that
would be
would be better
hilarious
though.
though, Like, think about it.
Well,
I
That
it
would
know.
be so
happened.
fun.
Well,
That
it
would
Yeah,
be
happened.
so,
It was very controversial, but
yun nga,
you
yun
know,
nga. But what do you
but
see about
it,
this Lasal? Go.
it's also nice if we're gonna be
Mhm.
kind. Also, coaches are not perfect. Also, just like players, they need experience. Also, so it may be costly, but you can't expect also people to be smart at the best at what they do during their rookie year as a coach. Diba? Diba?
Okay.
I know
Let's
what
play the
you're pointing.
devil's advocate. That's for to one of our previously one of our own din naman kay Coach Bokbok. But we will see him on Sunday. And speaking of that, we'd like to ask, ano yung nakikita mong key matchup or key factors? Like, is it the blocking? Is it the attacks? Is it digging against this up and coming UP team that so far has a better record than the Lady Spikers?
What would be the advantage,
The
or
key or the matchups, the key factor that you see can tip to Lasalle's advantage against this UP team.
of course seniority, and mas maraming key players ang magkakasama pa rin ngayon sa Lasal compared to this rookie-laden UP team. That plays a big part in everything from attack to defense to strategy.
Ayan.
Yon.
Yeah, so it's an exciting game ito, Lasal versus UP. I mean, exciting in the sense that meron pa din konti natira from basketball. So I guess maybe with UP sporting a better record than Lasal. I didn't think I would say that start of the season, but here we are saying it. So I guess we will aspire to have to have an equal record after the game. That is on Sunday, 1 p.m. at the Mall of Asia Arena. Singit ko lang, Gio, yung other results. Of course, the Green Spikers lost. UST also, three sets. And then talo yung softball team natin to UST, and our baseball team lost to UP at the start their campaign. So
yeah.
yun yung rundown ng results for other
Yeah.
UAP
I
games.
actually did. I actually heard that our baseball team won because they're using Sabi skincare. So, kahit na
Oh.
mainitan sila, yung mukha nila mas solid, di ba? So, they may have lost the game, but their skins won. So, yung Sabi skincare, kahit natalo on the field, panalo in life. So,
Yes, yeah. That's
panalo
what
sa skincare.
matters.
That's what matters the most. Okay, so, quick predictions for everyone here. Are we gonna win on Sunday?
Yes.
Yes.
Ilan? 3, 4, or 5?
Sets.
Yes.
Minimum of 3, maximum of 4. Just a
Mm,
just a prediction. Yeah.
okay, okay. Ako, I will say, sige, for argument's sake, 4 lang. I would give 1 set to UP. Kasi may errors tayong set eh. So maybe they can pick up on that.
Mm.
I'll
You
probably
had a good point din talaga about them being a diesel team eh. Di ba last year doon nga sila kilala sa pagiging
Mm.
diesel team. Bawas na nga yun ngayon eh. Actually, kaya nga na-appreciate ko tong batch na to eh. They're not as diesel as they were last year. Ito lang USD game talaga sila diesel.
Ayan.
maybe I'll say we'll just go for a win. And but I'll predict a little bit more. I think some of our players haven't been playing will get to play more.
Mm, yeah, that's a good
I hope
good
so.
prediction.
Of
I hope
course,
so.
actually, yeah. Tama ka.
Kasi
Oo.
sana parang alam mo yun, like get the confidence in, get the whole team going,
Yeah.
'di ba?
And
Para
as powerful benches, powerful second stringers are the key.
Yeah.
That's what plummeted UST to the finals. They had a very skillful Saizagula in the bench. Na when Poyos wasn't there, she even matched Poyos' output.
Yeah.
Diba? So, yeah, that's a great point, Gio. Totoo yun. If you
Oo.
get the second stringers going, a lot, that would help a lot talaga.
Yes, nakatuloy yung basketball knowledge ko.
Salamat kami naalala akong example.
I feel affirmed. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
pero it's not just LaSalle who has deep bench this year. FEU is one of those teams also.
Yeah, I actually enjoy watching FU play. Like
Amazing, they're amazing.
they're a good team, and I'm a little bit worried when we play up against them. So we need to really build that momentum.
That's the only worrisome for round one. That's the only worrisome game for round one. In fact, that would be a key factor in kind of determining if we're gonna reach the finals or not.
Yeah,
Kasi, di ba?
I would agree. I would agree.
Di
Parang
ba?
how you deal with these three teams initially and how you improve against them.
Mm.
But of course, we cannot ignore, syempre, we still have to win the games we have
Yeah.
to
Oh.
quote-unquote win.
So we're playing against the team A of UE. Sorry, we're playing against UP on Sunday. So please watch and support the Lady Spikers, and of course the other LaSalle sports teams as well. And we'll do our best to cover all the LaSalle sports. So thank you for watching the Quiver. It's been a pleasure to have everyone listen, and it's a pleasure to have you on the show, Perty. Welcome, and thank you for adding some very solid insight to us na hindi ka pinangangapa before the episode. Sabi, ano sasabihin natin? So
I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
thank you, Ferty, and thank you, everyone. And as we always say, as to end the episode, animo.
Animo, Lasal.
Rizal.